Good morning from a gorgeous Austin, Texas. I'm so glad that you are spending the next few moments with me. Last time we were together, I talked about signs that the unfaithful was growing in their recovery work. Today, I'm talking about signs the unfaithful is not growing, not making progress. Just like last time, if you're an unfaithful, look at these markers, if you will, and ask yourself, how are you doing with them? I've wrestled with every single one of them. I'm not going to give you something I haven't had to work through on my own. Betrayed. Look at these. Kind of analyze them. Measure them against your unfaithful's current situation and see if there doesn't need to be change. Or maybe this is a moment to go, hey, honey, man, you're doing great. I just want to say thank you for doing this work. Now, hold on. I know some of you might have said, oh, you want me to thank the unfaithful for doing what they should have already been doing? Yes, because it's proper repair work. They should be thanking you. You should be thanking them. It's not about an adversarial approach. It's about trying to heal. Do you want to be right or do you want to heal? Do you want to win the fight or do you want to win the battle, which is to heal, to save your relationship? The first sign that the unfaithful is not growing in their recovery work is a perpetual defensiveness. We are launching out with the first one. Man, when you're an unfaithful and you're constantly defensive, whether with your partner or with everybody else, it is a sign you are not doing the work that you need to do. How can we be defensive when we have had affairs or addictions or both? When there's a defensiveness on us, we are actually blaming our betrayed partner. It's a posture that says, it's not my fault, it's your fault. And that's one of the worst things that we can do. It is not a love language. It is a language of unsafety. It is a language of radical concern. It is a language. It is a marker. If you talk to any therapist, any coach who is helping couples or individuals heal, when they see perpetual defensiveness or just significant defensiveness, it is an enormous red flag. Next, a sign that they are not growing, a sign that you are not growing, is just a lack of urgency. If you have to be chased to do repair work, something's wrong. If you have to be bothered to do repair work, something is out of sorts. I love when I'm talking to really high-powered type A achievers, whether it be surgeons or attorneys or marketing executives, male or female. And I love when I see them so busy, so in demand for their time. They have people that manage their schedule. They're so busy, like surgeons, yet they are passionate about recovery work. Now, your comeback might be, well, they have so much money. Well, but they're also in such high demand, their schedule is crazy. And when I see them say, no, we're going to do it, we're going to find a way, I'll block out some time, I will do whatever it is for us to get time together, or for me to get time with a therapist, or for us to do our calls, or whatever we're doing, I am all in. This is important to me. It shows by their actions. Another sign that you're not really growing in your recovery work is perpetual use of excuses. I don't have the time. We don't have the money. Things are busy. We've got kids. I'm tired. We've got this. We've got that. It's like just, if you ask them to do work, they're like handing out excuses like a card dealer. And it's like, man, that is a red flag. That is not a sign of sincere, authentic desire to get healthy. That is a sign of a lack of safety. It is a sign that you really are not in at any level, all in for recovery work. It is a sign that you are not safe and you are certainly not growing in your own repair work. Next is, as an unfaithful, you're not growing when you are alienated, meaning you are separated from everybody. Well, I don't like to do groups. I'm not good in a group setting. Who is? But how bad do you want to get healthy? Well, I don't like that therapist. And then it's another therapist and another therapist and another therapist. And it's thousands of dollars because you can never really gain any momentum because there's always a problem. So you constantly remove yourself. I don't want to do a group at affairrecovery.com. I want to do something different. Well, what is it? Well, I just, not that. That's not an answer. That's not a solution. That is an excuse. And that is you removing yourself and making your comfort a bigger priority than the process of healing for you as a couple, or you're making your own comfort more significant than your own personal growth. And if ever there was a time for personal growth in your life, it would be when your affair or addiction or both has come to the light. Next, I kind of alluded to this earlier, but it needs to be said. Another sign that you're not growing is that you have to be chaste to do any work at all. You have to be chaste to do our free boot camp at affairrecovery.com. You have to be chaste to read a book. If you come from faith, read a devotional. If you don't come from faith, simply read documents, information, memes, anything that pertains to recovery work. You have to be chaste. You don't have any initiative at all. That is a huge red flag. I marvel when people are like, we can talk for 10 minutes. Really? You're going to talk for 10 minutes with your partner who's betrayed, whose life has been turned upside down? When you had a 2-year affair or a 5-year affair or a 6-month affair, who cares? At the end of the day, you've destroyed what they thought they had as a life, and you're willing to share a few minutes to talk about it. Or, we can do therapy once a month. Really? Once a month? Sam, I'm busy. I have a lot going on. Remember how much the betrayed has going on in their heart, in their mind, in their conscious and their subconscious because of the devastation that they're dealing with. You're having to be chaste. And I'm sorry, it continues to wound the betrayed when they have to chase you to do any work at all. Next, and I saved this one for exactly after what I just mentioned, you're not growing when you as an unfaithful find fault with everyone and everything. Well, Sam's a jerk and he shames us. Or, I don't want to do the EMS Weekend Intensive at affairrecovery.com. There's this and there's that. Well, I don't like that therapist. And guys, I'm overdoing it. I understand there are moments sometimes when a therapist doesn't fit. You may have concerns about programs or resources at affairrecovery.com. That's why they have a helpline. That's why they respond to emails so fast. It's understandable. But when you constantly find fault, or when you are so critical about everybody else in your life, it just reveals that you're projecting. You're picking on everybody else because you're probably picking on yourself internally time and time again. It's a marker of a lack of safety and a lack of growth. It just reveals pride and stubbornness and that you're the solution to everybody else's problem. I was there. Dude, I was like that. I get it. It doesn't work. I hope that you will hear it from someone who used to be exactly like that. It doesn't work. It's not helping you. It's not bringing healing. Next is you're still hiding things. You're still being dishonest. You're still lying. You're still keeping even little things that don't even relate to infidelity. You're keeping them from your partner. You're not having radical honesty. Any deception at all causes them to completely and just remain in shambles at the ability to not trust you for anything. Next and finally is you're unreliable. If you are unreliable to your partner, whether it be picking up the kids on time, coming home on time, sending a text, sending an email, being where you say you're going to be, when you say you're going to be there, if they can't count on you to pay bills, to do certain things, and I know some of you just said, Sam, that's not infidelity. No, but it is a marker of reliability when you can do what you say you're going to do and you fulfill your word because you've broken your word. And this is how we repair our word, not just by therapy and infidelity repair stuff, but by everyday real life reliability and trustworthiness. As I leave you today, I hope you've laughed. Maybe you've cried. You've probably gotten a little bit angry if you're an unfaithful, and I hope that that anger translates into action. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Show me how engaged and passionate and willing and humble you are. Show your partner more than me. On a serious note, I hope that this has helped you. If I can do anything at all, please reach out to affairrecovery.com. Leave a comment here. Reach out. You don't have to do this alone. Notice that I said you don't have to do this. You can do this. Find help, find safety, and search for and find the passion to do work in your own life.